Hello, my name is Prentice Potts, and this is Module 5, Understanding My Community, Washington High School USD 500, which is located in Kansas City, Kansas, right off of Leavenworth Road. Um, Knowing our customs and traditions, our common ideas and attitudes, our district goal is to make students college and career ready. Some of the things that they have to go by is our student handbook, which is the code of conduct book, which is pretty much outlines what is allowed in our school and pretty much in our district and what isn't allowed, what's the expectations, things like that. Our motto is "We are Washington." The lifestyles that shape the social actions that go on in the community in our school. We have clubs such as Link Crew, Math Club Relays, 100 Man Strong, 2020 Leadership, the AASU, which is for the Asian ethnicity, and Black Student Union, and other student unions. Um, the impact of race and religion on the economic and political and social class structure. Uh, Kansas City, Kansas is pretty much a middle to a low class. Majority of all schools in USD 500 are Title One schools, 90% free and reduced lunch. The knowledge that affects our policy and curriculum. Currently, we offer students credit recovery through KU Gear Up, which is a program that's established in our school. We've recently just established what's called Eighth Hour. It's an 8th hour program that allows after school Common Core recovery. So all your Common Core classes, freshman and sophomore, are able to come and make up any type of class that they failed this year or semester that they failed or anything of the such. We also offer AccuPlacer testing, which is basically allowing students to take college courses their junior and senior year. And how that works is students test out their sophomore year, and then they start to take their gen ed college courses their junior and senior year. Um, how has change been handled? We deal a lot in our building directly with a lot of discipline issues, more I think so than other districts. Um, we focus a lot more on discipline and how to handle certain students. So currently we have what's called the intervention tab, that allows us to communicate when students are having bad days, or we've had bad interactions, or students have been defiant, anything of the such. And basically that tab is something that helps our dean of students keep track of what students are doing or not doing in the class. Uh, every student in our district, high school wise, has been issued a MacBook Air. Um, and for most courses, they're able to download textbooks and things like that. Knowing the population characteristics, the educational level over in Kansas City, Kansas, 39% have a bachelor's degree or higher. Age of enrollment, average age in Wyandotte County is 36 years old. 17 to 75 is the range. We roughly about 21,677 students enrolled in the district. In Washington alone, we have 1,054. And it's almost 50-50. Female 49%, male 51%. Um, occupation, um, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, construction, food service. Those are the popular career choices over in Kansas City, Kansas. Um, Race, Hispanic, we're about 45%, African American 34%, Caucasian 12%, Asian 5%, mixed 1%. Communication channels in our district. Our district uses a program called School Loop for communicating. We also have our district website, school websites, radio and TV that we use. Usually, anything that's reported, parents or stakeholders can find on Fox 4 News, KCTV 5, KMBC, Kansas City Star, and our county newspaper. The foreign language impact, we do have Burmese, Hispanic, and we've been recently lucky to receive some students from Africa, and we've kind of been flooded. I think we have roughly about 50 students who've moved into our district or are from there. So that is a new language that we're dealing with. But we do offer the ESOL program, ESL program, Spanish translators, and the migrant education program. People in our community get most of their news usually from the local news channels, district and school websites. Knowing the community groups in our community, we have Harvesters, United Way, Youth Volunteer Corps of Greater Kansas City, and the YMCA. The YMCA offers a big outlet for a lot of our athletes to have a place to go and work out, play basketball, swim, things like that. Harvesters, we do something every month where Harvesters comes in to one of the designated high schools, either Wyandotte, Washington, Harmon, Sumner, or Schlegel, and basically offer food to the community. I'm not for certain exactly how much food is given, but I know it's a pretty big quantity, and that's pretty popular over in Wyandotte County. District office, we have the Board of Education in building. We have what's offered is KU Gear Up and Wichita Gear Up, which is great for students who intend on going to college. And it allows, like I said earlier, to do the credit recovery. Also allows ACT prep, college course prep, and things of that such. So our leadership, basically, it starts with the influence of our superintendent, who's Dr. Cynthia Lane. Um, the persons she influences is building administration, teachers, support staff, uh, teacher leaders, and we have three of them currently in our building now. Also, we have a leadership group and a reading committee. We currently are right at, I believe, I want to say a seventh grade level in our building for reading across the board. So the reading committee is really big right now. The theories, the different theories, we constantly have, PD every Wednesday where district leadership comes down and actually gives feedback and information about what direction we're headed. Our teacher leaders provide an abundance of information as far as what the goals or the next steps we need to be taken to make sure our students stay college and career ready. So know community leaders and their characteristics. I believe Dr. Lane and a majority of our administrators and just leaders in our district and in our building, they're servant leaders. They cultivate partnerships. They actively engage the community. They constantly remain flexible, and they're always strategic planning. I think that's vital to the success of any school and district. So knowing the economic um, excuse me, conditions, 10.4% growth in the income from last year. Production, transportation, sales, administrative support, maintenance, and construction are the main employment fields. The unemployment rate in Wyandotte County is 5.6 currently. The job growth is about 1.59%. The predicted job growth in the next 10 years is 39%. Average household income for Wyandotte County is $39,326. Average property value ranges from anywhere from $43,000 to $115,000. Local businesses that we have Providence Hospital, have KCK Community College, the Legends, the Speedway, and Sporting KC. The Legends is constantly growing. It's bringing more people into the Wyandotte County area, more so out in the west versus the inner city of Kansas City, Kansas. The political structure. Um, we are a Title I school. More money is spent at the state and local levels of education than any other, obviously, function of the government. So we offer a homeless program We also have free and reduced lunch for all students, and I did say we were Title One. The homeless program is really big. I actually have a basketball player who is in that program, and it does many things for them. It provides transportation, provides off duty classes such as life skills, life management courses to help him learn how to function after school, and if he doesn't go to college and things like that. So it's really a great program, but that's just one of the programs that our district does offer. State and national understanding. Poverty at Washington High School is about 78%. State aid per student is about $8,500. Federal aid is $1,000. Oops, excuse me, $1,000, and per pupil it's $13,000, $13,025. Social tension. We have a mixture of different cultures in Wyandotte County. Like I had said earlier, Hispanic, African American, Caucasian, excuse me, um, Burmese, and the crime in Wyandotte County. The average overall crime rate for Wyandotte County for the previous 2 years has been at 53,165 per 100,000 residents. What that basically means is the crime in Wyandotte County is increasing over time. Um, it's really a shocking thing. You know, we've had, I want to say, almost 3 or 4 students either shot or involved in a shooting in this short school year. So it's crazy, but it's just the world we live in. I wish there was something we could do to change, but you know, I don't know. Uh, there has in the past been racial tension between Hispanic groups and African American groups, but to my knowledge, a lot of it has ceased, and it's not so much anymore. Extra sources, district website. The district website is kckps.org, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Also, Washington has a website, which all schools do, where parents or stakeholders can get on and find information. Issue with ours is it's not constantly updated. So if somebody's looking for a certain thing, they might not see that. So um, power structures starts at our district office, Board of Education, to our superintendent. Then directly in our building, you got a leadership committee, pathways, coordinators, which it's a great thing. We just went to it last year, uh, so we'll see how that goes. We also have the reading committee and teacher leader groups. Cultural groups, Hispanics, Africans, Burmese, cultural groups that are offered in our building. We have the Sassy Ladies, 100 Man Strong, Black Union, Hispanic Union. Also have an Asian Union, and we do recognize cultural holidays. Currently coming up, we have Black History Month that will try to incorporate certain assemblies and things like that throughout the month to recognize those days. Knowing the power structure currently, school and community relations is severely lacking in USD 500, but especially at Washington High School. There are channels established at the district level, but each school is in charge of assigning a committee to handle school and community relations. In the future, the plan is to create some type of social media network to establish a way to keep stakeholders current on events that occur at our school. School Loop is the only method for stakeholders to contact or learn about anything happening at school, but you must have a student enrolled at Washington to even do that. So, measuring the public opinion, district surveys are offered to provide to the community, usually about the facilities, study the address and current needs of all the district buildings, uh, building surveys currently under construction, and then college and career surveys are offered to graduated seniors just to get feedback on what students need to prepare for as they venture into the real world. Uh, Public opinion surveys offered to family advocacy parents, which is basically like parent teacher conference programs, things like that. Other than the direct contact from former students, nothing's really established to reach out to stakeholders. Thank you.